The legacy of any one of us should be, what have we done to make something better? How do you make a positive impact in someone or something else? So many folks in our community think of philanthropy as a philanthropist as someone who has to be wealthy, someone who has a lot of resources. Reality is that most people are probably philanthropists in some way and they don't realize it. For example, people who give to their church every single Sunday, or give to the mission, or give to the United Way, or give to the Red Cross. I mean, the concept is there, but people don't call it that way. So my interest was trying to inspire people to look at philanthropy as a way of demonstrating the things that are important to them in a way that has a lasting legacy. The reason for doing that is I think there's something very rewarding in being able to say that you made a difference in someone else's life. And you never know what a small thing might do to make that difference. That can be life-altering for someone else. Philanthropy is a way of doing that. Giving your time, your talent, your treasures are a way of doing just that.
When I first won the lottery and I had all this money in my hands, I had no idea what to do with it. It almost seems like a given that I would feel like I would want to give back to my community, and I was lucky enough to come across BPI. So it made me want to help, it made me want to donate. On top of that, I just love helping my community as a Black woman, especially as a young Black woman. Having that power to donate and being able to help my community around me at such a young age is very important to me and touching to my heart. So I was more than willing to help in any way that I could. BPI is just, it's a great cause, it's a great mission. I want to see the community grow around me. I want to see other Black people in my community who might feel like there's not a group of them around them, or they feel isolated, that they have a group that's wanting to do more for the community around them and build it up.
Growing up on the south side of Winston-Salem, I noticed early on the disparities within communities. At an early age, my mom had us feeding the homeless, cleaning up the community. So it's not something that is far-fetched from what I am doing. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm living my dream. This is my dream job. How could we help them be successful? So that's where tutoring comes in, that's where STEM comes in, that's where the robotics comes in, that's where Lego comes in, the workshops that we provide. Our kids need to see us changing our community. A Hoops for Life Kids looks like a kid attending a Title I school that needs an extra boost to the next step in life, whether they might need tutoring services or food, PPE, utilities, rent, and BPI funding has made this possible for us. My name is Brittany Ward. I am the Executive Director of Hoops for Life.
Growing up as a little boy in Winston-Salem and seeing the flourishing of a Black community, seeing Carver School Road, seeing Waterworks, going to Winston Lake Y to play basketball, and realizing that that dream, that experience would have to be invested into in order to continue for my children, grandchildren, and hopefully great-grandchildren one day. I have a personal connection with BPI's mission to connect time, talent, and treasure into the communities of Forsyth County and within the greater Winston-Salem community because I'm a product of that community. I was born here in Winston-Salem, raised a family here, and I've seen the changes that have happened, both good and bad, for our community. I believe in what BPI is doing and the fact that BPI will be the lasting change that we look to see.
So back in 2015, I believe it was, a few entrepreneurs, 3 particularly, myself and 2 others in the community, all Black. We were all taking our own entrepreneurial journey ventures in the community. And while we felt we were slightly connected, we still felt like the resources were almost not at a reach for us, and we could see those that did not look like us kind of excelling in their businesses, and it was primarily due to their access to resources and mentors. And we felt like if we were connected and we didn't have those opportunities, we could imagine so many like us that's not connected, that look like us in the community, having way lack of resources. That kind of started the idea of Hustle for us. We were the people we were trying to help, essentially the story of like what laid the foundation of Hustle's existence today. We would not be able to provide nearly half of the programming we provide in the community at no cost without the support of funding from BPI. So BPI was able to provide us with funding specifically that supports us doing the programmings that support Black and brown entrepreneurs, but specifically Black entrepreneurs in the community, Black business owners. It also supports some of the data work that we're getting out to make sure that, at the end of after everything is said and done, the numbers make sense, the math is mathing, you know what I mean? Like, these dollars are having this direct impact in the community. An organization like BPI in our community, yeah, they provide funding, but they provide the opportunity for us to create that safe space for Black people, Black-led organizations to do what we need to do in order for us to move forward in the idea of wealth. I am Magalia Sins, Executive Director of Hustle Winston-Salem.
When I give to BPI, whether that's time, talent, or treasure, I know that my gift is going to boots on the ground organizations that are doing work in the community to build change and to fill systemic gaps. And so I'm really thrilled about the expectation of what these organizations will do. The most rewarding experience for me has been watching the initiative give so much money and funding in the form of grants to so many organizations. Since I've been on the board, we've given a little over $167,000 to so many different new organizations that are coming up. And I think it's just providing access for change. Everyone that is investing in BPI is investing for the growth and development of Black communities.
Get involved today. Visit bpiws.org to see how you can help advance bold, Black-led community change.